Well, hello. We are now 3 months into the conversion of the T3 Bankstown line to the third stage of the Sydney Metro M1 line. There's been a lot of progress on the conversion over the last month, especially at Bankstown, but more on that later in the video. Just to recap, on Sunday the 29th of September 2024, the line between Sydenham and Bankstown was closed for 12 months to convert from Sydney Trains double-decker driver-operated trains to driverless Metro operation, and it will reopen as the Metro North Western Bankstown line. And the Metros already are displaying the name inside the carriages. The best way to see what's happening is to visit the line, and that's what I did at the end of December 2024. I'm Marty, and welcome to Backtracks. Let's follow the line from east to west and a quick check-in at Sydenham. It's been a month or so since I've been here, and the fence separating the Sydney Trains and Metro lines has been completed, and the track has been joined. I guess you could also say that technically the Bankstown line is now part of Sydney Metro. Backtracks in the last couple of videos didn't cover Marrickville due to access and parking problems, but that's been resolved because it was a public holiday when I visited. And thanks to the comments, I found a way to visit the station at the side. And you can see here that the platform screen doors are basically done. And the next is my personal favourite, Dulwich Hill. We're only one of the 5 places in Sydney where you can see a tram and a train in the one shot. I hope I counted that up right. And this was one of the earliest ones to start being worked on. In fact, the day after the T3 line closed, workers were already on the platforms. It looks like it's pretty much completed. And like all the stations on the line, the station now features core flute protection, which I guess has been installed ready for works on the platform surfaces and the buildings to commence without damaging the newly installed screens, just like they are here at Hurlstone Park. And apparently up to 800 people are working on the project every day to convert this line. And Canterbury was one of the first to be complete. And that was complete when I visited a month ago. So during the month of December, they've basically put the core flute on and also done some work on the station roof and the main concourse, which I didn't get film of. Let's continue to head west. Next stop, Belmore. And Belmore was 50% complete last time. Now it looks like it's all done in terms of the platform screen doors. A lot of work still to be done on the platform surface itself. Sounds like a Billie Eilish song. Let's take a moment here to talk a bit more about platform screen doors. They're actually not a new thing, with the first patent being put in 1908, and the first ones were installed when they built Line 2 in St. Petersburg, finished in 1972. And in 1987, Singapore was the first modern metro to incorporate platform screen doors for safety and air conditioning. And now you can find them in Japan, places like Paris on a number of their lines, and the most recent and well-known additions is probably the Elizabeth line in London, and Stage 1 and 2 of Sydney's Metro line. And also noticed trams in some European cities have their own gap fillers between the platforms and the stations. But enough of all that, let's get back to the present day, and we'll continue to head west, looking at Campsie and then Lakemba. There was about 50% complete at the end of November. Now, at the end of December, looks like the platform screen doors are 100% complete and now are also covered with their protective coverings. Sydney Metro said all their platform screen doors would be installed by November, but they weren't. And only 1 month later, now in December, it looks like they all have. And some of the stations that weren't progressing as fast, like Wiley Park or Punchbowl, have certainly caught up. And like the stations further to the east, I would say they're pretty much all completed. But the most exciting and largest developments are going on at Bankstown. Pretty much soon after the T3 line was closed, they started demolishing the station. In November, they'd started to pour the slabs for the 2 station entrances, one for the T6 Bankstown driver-operated trains and the other for the Bankstown Metro station. And now the superstructure of the Metro station has been built, I assume all prefabricated and bought in. And it's hard to tell, but it seems to look like they are building to the same design that is in the planning documents, and they are very handsome buildings. And eventually, a pedestrian walkway will link Restful Street in the south to the Appin Way in the north, which will provide a really good link bringing the north and south of Bankstown together. In terms of the station itself, it's not as easy to get a good shot here at Bankstown, but it looks like the platform screen doors are complete. And the Metro Services building to the east of the station is also making good progress through to completion. So what can we expect next? Well, I expect lots of platform surface work to be done, and then further work on the buildings and the infrastructure at stations. And now the platform station doors are in. They appear that they're on track to start train testing in Feb 2025. But the biggest and most notable progress will continue to be at Bankstown as the station entrances are completed. So there you have it, a quick look at the progress being made on the Bankstown Metro line. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already and you'd like to, please like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll see you next time on Backtracks, when we'll take another look at the new South West Metro line.